Today, January 6th, Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. You are going to hear some good news, all because of your last. Open it immediately. My beloved child, don't skip, stay till the end, because this is not random and this is not ordinary. The very second you open this, something unseen shifted around you. Right now Archangel Michael is standing beside you, urging you, almost pushing you to hear every word without blinking. You didn't arrive here by accident. This is the moment your life quietly begins to turn in a new direction, and if you feel a pull to stay, that's not curiosity, it's alignment. Listen closely, because tonight is different from every other night you've lived. Don't scroll away, because what you're about to hear is connected to something you did in the past, something small, something nobody applauded, something that looked ordinary but carried extraordinary weight. That single moment sent a signal into the unseen, and now good news is tracing its way back to your door. Tonight carries a sign meant only for you, and missing even a second could make you overlook what's already moving toward you. Breathe, stay right here. Here's the truth you didn't know until now. A door that stayed locked for years didn't just budge, it cracked open today. Archangel Michael says, you are being rewarded for your last act of kindness, the moment you chose patience over anger, the moment you chose generosity over envy, the moment you chose honesty instead of an easy shortcut. Heaven counted that moment. This isn't a blessing that passes through everyone's life, it activates only when a heart hits a rare divine frequency, and yours did. This is why the urgency feels so real right now, not later, not tomorrow, right now. Because something that was frozen in your destiny just started moving at a speed you've never experienced before. Stay till the end. This message is not for a crowd, it's for your ears only. Archangel Michael is whispering that your name has already been spoken in a place you cannot imagine. A decision about you has been made, a positive one. It's hidden, but it's already on its way. Pay attention to this next part, because it changes everything. Someone somewhere is about to say something that flips your entire path. Good news is preparing itself to knock at your door. Don't scroll, hear this fully. Archangel Michael says, your past struggle, your last pain, your last heartbreak, your last silent prayer is the reason this blessing is being released. You thought nothing was happening, but something was happening behind every second, and tonight you will feel the first tremor of that change. If you're still here, this is where destiny starts responding. Archangel Michael said, good, they are ready for the truth now. And this truth is not small, it has the power to rewrite the next 7 days of your life. Every word you're hearing is building a path to a breakthrough that already started forming around you. Even if you don't feel it yet, the energy around you is unlocking from the inside. Archangel Michael says, your patience, your silence, your last sacrifice has released a blessing that is now racing toward you faster than you expected. Something unusual is unfolding in your future right now. The image being shown is clear, your name glowing, being lifted, being pushed forward after being stuck for so long. Archangel Michael says, tell them their waiting is over. But hear this carefully, you must not skip this moment, because your next opportunity is hidden inside this message. Someone is thinking about you right now, preparing to deliver news that will shock you in the best way possible, a message, a call, a confirmation, a quiet yes you prayed for without words. Stay here, because this is the return you didn't see coming. Your kindness has finally reached the right ears, and now the universe is responding. What you gave out is coming back multiplied. Archangel Michael says, your path is opening from both sides. Things you chased will now chase you. Doors you knocked on will open without effort. The good news meant for you is already written, already stamped, already moving. But there's one more layer you need to hear before this ends. Something you thought you lost forever, something you accepted would never return, is preparing to come back into your life in a better form. Not the same way, not with the same pain, but with clarity, strength and purpose. This blessing is rare, once in a lifetime rare, and it's arriving because of the last thing you did with a pure heart. If this message is resonating, don't keep it to yourself. Take a moment to like this video so this energy stays active. Share it with someone who needs hope tonight. Subscribe if you want to stay aligned with messages like this. And if you feel called to support further, you can use super thanks to contribute in your own way, only if it feels right to you. Now listen carefully as this message gently closes, not ends. The intensity you felt lately wasn't pressure, it was preparation. Your silence wasn't weakness, it was training, and what felt delayed was never denied. From this moment forward you'll start noticing movement where there was stillness, answers where there was confusion, and confirmation where there was doubt. Stay open, stay aware. Because what started tonight doesn't stop when this message does, it continues unfolding quietly, powerfully, step by step, right alongside you. That's exactly why Archangel Michael keeps calling you back to this moment again and again, because something irreversible is happening right now. Archangel Michael says, the message they are about to hear unlocks the next step, and that step already carries your name. Good news is forming with intention, not chance. A decision is leaning your way, a conversation about you is unfolding, an unexpected yes is being prepared. This is not slow movement, this is acceleration, and once it starts it does not stop. Notice how everything suddenly feels intense, because Archangel Michael is revealing a rare sign. Your path is being cleared in more than one direction at the same time. Something connected to your career is shifting, something deeply personal is realigning, something financial is loosening its grip. These things rarely move together unless someone reaches divine alignment. Today you reached it. Your past kindness didn't disappear, it created a ripple, and that ripple is now returning as opportunities, relief, and news that surprises even you. Stay focused, because this part changes the atmosphere around your life. What you believed was gone forever is preparing to return in a stronger, wiser form. What you thought was blocked is opening without resistance. Archangel Michael says, this moment was prepared quietly while you were learning patience. The energy around you is rising, and something that stayed frozen for months has finally begun to move. This is not coincidence, this is timing finally agreeing with you. Feel the shift carefully, because Archangel Michael says, your soul has matched the frequency of abundance, clarity and return. When that alignment happens, blessings don't arrive slowly, they rush. Something you manifested long ago, something you prayed for without telling anyone, something you thought the universe forgot has just been activated. The good news is not far away, it is already standing at the edge of your timeline, waiting for permission to enter. Remain present here, because someone is about to reach out, a message, a call, a confirmation carrying the energy of yes, and finally, it will remind you that even when everything felt silent, unseen work was happening, Archangel Michael is also showing something uncommon. Your path is elevating in a way that surprises people connected to your destiny. Someone who once walked away may suddenly think of you. Something you lost may return upgraded. A door you prayed for is preparing to open from both sides. Pause internally because this is the turning point. Archangel Michael says, now reveal the moment where everything shifts. This is not subtle, this is not small, this is the moment the weight you've been carrying begins to lift. Your energy is aligned with a once-in-a-lifetime breakthrough. Even if you don't see it yet, your destiny has already moved ahead of where you stood yesterday. People, decisions, and opportunities are rearranging themselves to place you exactly where growth can find you. Look back for a second because this connects to everything you endured. You were tested, you were stretched, you were pushed to limits you never expected, but every tear, every silent prayer, every moment you chose faith over giving up created momentum. Archangel Michael says, this good news is not random, it is a reward. Someone who doubted you is about to witness your rise. Something you tried for will finally respond. An opportunity you stopped expecting is circling back. Stay steady because clarity is coming fast now. The universe is preparing a moment where everything suddenly makes sense. Why you waited, why you struggled, why delays protected you instead of hurting you. The blessing was never denied, it was refined. Archangel Michael says, your name is shifting into a higher timeline, and the energy of confidence, clarity, and success is beginning to surround you. If you feel emotional or unusually hopeful today, it's because your soul recognizes what your mind hasn't processed yet. Listen carefully to this next revelation because it explains the pressure you felt lately. Archangel Michael says, today closes a heavy cycle, something that drained you quietly loses its power now, a new phase opens where effort brings results faster. You are no longer pushing against resistance. Resistance is moving out of your way. This is why your intuition feels sharper and your thoughts clearer. Your alignment has changed. Hold this final truth with awareness. Someone will speak words that alter your direction, a piece of news, a decision, a message is forming right now with your destiny attached to it. Archangel Michael says, today marks a divine reset, a clock has moved forward. From this point on, what unfolds will prove that nothing you endured was wasted. Every step led you here, and from here momentum replaces waiting. And this hour carries the weight of a destiny breakthrough that cannot be postponed any longer, which is why staying until the very end matters more than you realize. Archangel Michael is revealing something intense right now, your past loyalty, your past hurt, and that final moment when you held yourself together while everything inside wanted to fall apart. None of it was ignored. Heaven saw it all. The nights you stayed silent instead of reacting became your hidden strength, and that strength unlocked a reward that could only arrive after endurance. Pay attention to this shift because the blessing approaching you will finally explain every delay you questioned. A message, a call, a confirmation, or a moment of recognition is being prepared with your name written boldly across it. Someone who once overlooked you is about to recognize your value in a way that changes how they treat you forever. Archangel Michael says, your timeline is no longer crawling forward, it is accelerating. And once this momentum begins, nothing slows it down again. Notice what's happening next because doors ahead of you are opening together, not one by one. Opportunities that felt blocked are loosening without effort. The person meant to assist you is already feeling drawn toward you, even if they don't fully understand why yet. What truly belongs to you, peace, clarity, abundance, and stability, is returning with force. This is not something you chase. you are being lifted into a higher destiny. And what's coming cannot be stopped. Stay fully present because Archangel Michael has just revealed what enters your life next. This is the moment when resistance turns into response. You are standing inside a turning point where destiny finally starts working with you instead of against you. Something powerful is moving toward you like a wave that has gathered strength for a long time, and is now reaching the shore. That pressure in your chest, that sudden excitement, that quiet hope you feel is not imagination, it's proximity. Listen closely because something extraordinary is being shown. Your name is being lifted in a place you are not even aware of yet. Someone important is thinking about you today. Someone who holds access to your next opportunity. A door you never expected to open is unlocking from the inside. Archangel Michael says, your yes is coming, your clarity is coming, and your moment is forming right now. You carried the weight for a long time, but the universe is preparing to carry it for you. Here is what makes this moment different from everything before. The good news you've been waiting for isn't just approaching, it's running, and with every passing minute it gets closer to becoming part of your reality. What's coming is bigger than what you asked for. You asked for change, but a transformation was prepared. You asked for a sign, but a complete shift was arranged. You asked for a blessing, but an entirely new path is unfolding. Stay anchored here because your timeline is being rewritten and your future is being upgraded. Something about how you see yourself is elevating. Something about where you're headed is expanding. Archangel Michael says, what is breaking loose now is not small, it is the block that held your destiny tight for years finally losing its grip. Today carries a rare alignment that only appears when a soul is ready to receive something massive, and right now you are ready. Observe this carefully because the vision being revealed is clear. Your path is lighting up in sections one after another, as if each step is being activated just ahead of you. Something you waited for is responding, something you prayed for through pain is opening, something you dreamed about quietly is stepping out of the dark. Archangel Michael says, your time has come and your miracle is unlocked. Hold on to this truth, because your yes is forming, your success is rising, and your good news is being finalized in a place you cannot see yet. One day soon you will look back and understand why every delay had meaning and every struggle had direction. Your energy has shifted into a level where nothing can block you anymore, not people, not circumstances, not timing, not fear. Stay aware of the signs now, because the path that once resisted you is beginning to welcome you. Someone who stayed silent is about to speak. Something that stayed distant is moving closer. A door that remained closed is preparing to open wide. Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into a timeline where blessings follow you instead of being chased. Remain here for this final awareness, because the breakthrough is becoming undeniable. When Archangel Michael says, this is the moment your soul was prepared for, it means you are standing inside a turning point that does not repeat. The energy around you is rising, because something life-changing is already in motion. That strange pull you feel, that quiet certainty forming inside you, is the signal that what's coming next will make everything before this finally make sense. A quiet excitement is rising for a reason, because your spirit senses the breakthrough before your eyes can see it. Don't blink, and don't drift away, because what unfolds next explains what is finally arriving in your life. Archangel Michael is revealing a powerful sign right now. Your name being lifted into a brighter timeline. A situation that once felt impossible is beginning to shift. A prayer you whispered through pain is being answered fully. A delay that exhausted your heart is ending silently in this very hour. Stay anchored here, because Archangel Michael says, the news you have been waiting for is already decided in your favor. Think about that carefully. Someone is thinking about you right now. Someone is preparing words that will shock you in the best way. A message, a call, a clear yes is forming with your destiny attached to it. This isn't distant anymore. Your breakthrough isn't approaching, it is already halfway into your reality, closer than you have ever experienced before. Notice how the atmosphere feels different, because Archangel Michael insists you hear this clearly. Your old cycle has collapsed behind you. The pain, the confusion, the blockages, and the silent battles no longer hold authority over your path. You have stepped into a zone where blessings accelerate. Opportunities recognize you. And the right people begin to notice you naturally. A door is unlocking as you listen. A shift is reaching you. A blessing is attaching itself directly to your name. Stay fully present, because what comes next reveals the final release. This is the moment your long-awaited good news begins entering your life with unstoppable force. Archangel Michael just said, now tell them what is entering their life tonight, and this moment is the one your soul has been pulled toward from the beginning. The energy around your destiny is cracking open, like a shell that held too much light inside for too long. Pay attention to what you are feeling, because you are not imagining it. Something powerful that you thought would take months has already started shifting into your timeline. That pressure, that excitement, that sudden sense of hope is real. It's happening because your heart finally aligned with the path prepared for you. Archangel Michael is showing a vision. Your future calling out your name, while a message, a sign, a confirmation takes shape in the unseen. Let this sink in deeply, because Archangel Michael says, your breakthrough has been approved. Approved means stamped, released, and no longer delayed. The good news you have been waiting for is no longer pending. It is moving toward you at a speed that will surprise you. Someone will speak your name with a positive decision. Something you prayed for will move forward. A situation that felt locked is about to flip entirely in your favor. Stay steady here, because you are standing at the edge of the very moment you once begged the universe for. And now comes the truth your heart needs to hear. A rare divine alignment is active, your energy, your timing, your destiny and your protection are all synchronized. That only happens when something significant is about to land in your life. Archangel Michael says, the good news has already left the heavens and is traveling toward you now. Remain aware because you will feel the shift before you see proof. The atmosphere around you will feel lighter. Your spirit will sense movement. Something inside you will quietly whisper, it's coming. And that whisper is accurate. This is why staying until the end matters, because what follows explains the exact point where everything locks into place. Now feel this moment fully, because Archangel Michael says, this is when your destiny collides with your blessing. Right here, right now, your life begins shifting in a way that cannot be reversed. You are standing inside a rare doorway that opens only when one cycle closes completely, and another opens with force. One chapter is sealing behind you, and another is unfolding ahead of you with momentum. Pay attention to the sensations because they are signals. That heaviness, that quiet excitement, that sense of something approaching is confirmation. Archangel Michael is showing your timeline lighting up, like a path finally cleared after years of resistance. A message meant specifically for you is being prepared. A decision tied to your name is turning in your favor. Something blocked for months is beginning to break open. Listen carefully to this truth because it matters. Archangel Michael says, "Your good news is already written and nothing can stop it now." Someone who once overlooked you will see your worth clearly. Someone who doubted you will speak differently about you. Something you prayed for in silence is being arranged behind the scenes. Your destiny is no longer waiting for permission. It is moving forward regardless of who approves. Hold on to this final realization, because this is the most intense part. Archangel Michael says, "Your breakthrough does not arrive slowly. It enters like light, fast, clear, and life-changing. You are being pulled into a timeline, where blessings attach with ease, doors open without struggle, opportunities rise without force, and the right people arrive without chasing. This is the moment when the universe stops testing you, and starts rewarding you. Stay right here, because what comes next seals everything." Archangel Michael just said, "Now reveal the moment that seals their breakthrough, and this moment is not ordinary. This is the point where everything that was held back is finally released. Where effort turns into result, waiting turns into receiving, and what was once promised begins stepping into your life, in real undeniable ways. Don't scroll away now, because the energy around you is vibrating higher than it has in a long time. And that only happens when something real is unlocking. Something is shifting in your favor at this very second. You might feel emotional, restless, hopeful, or overwhelmed, and that's not random. Your spirit already knows the blessing is close enough to touch. This part carries weight because it explains what is about to step into your life next. Stay right here, because Archangel Michael is revealing a rare sign that changes how everything moves from this point forward. Your name is rising into a timeline where progress feels smoother instead of forced. Something you prayed for is being finalized, something that confused you is clearing up, something you believed was gone forever is returning in a better, stronger form. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them their blessing is not coming, it's arriving. Coming belongs to the future. Arriving means now. Hold your focus, because your breakthrough has already been approved in the unseen realm. A message will reach you, a yes will come through, an opportunity will appear where you didn't expect one. A door will open without you pushing or explaining yourself, someone will speak your name in a way that shifts everything around you." And this part matters deeply, because Archangel Michael says, "Your new life begins the moment you accept this truth." Feel how this separates you from the past. You are stepping out of delays and into alignment, you are moving from waiting into receiving. The universe is rearranging itself so your blessing can arrive without resistance. This is the point where the past loses control and the future finally takes the lead. Staying until the end matters, because what follows is the undeniable signal you've been asking for. Remain present, because Archangel Michael just said. This is the final revelation, this is the moment their destiny unlocks fully. When that is spoken, it means everything you've been carrying, surviving, and hoping through has led you here. The heaviness you felt is turning into release, the pressure is becoming clarity. Your breakthrough is no longer forming, it is landing. Watch this closely, because a powerful vision is being shown. Your name rising like light above obstacles that once held you down. A message is already on its way, someone is already thinking about you, a decision has already been made in your favor. Archangel Michael says, tell them their blessing has crossed into their reality. That means the good news is no longer hidden or delayed, it's active, moving through people, timing, conversations and opportunities straight toward you. Stay steady, because what was blocked is now open. What was delayed is now accelerating, what felt out of reach is now in motion. Your yes has already been released. And here is the truth, Archangel Michael wants you to carry with you. Your life is about to change so quickly that even you may struggle to understand how fast things shift. A door will open, a message will arrive, a moment will unfold that proves nothing you endured was wasted. Keep listening, because this is where your blessing becomes visible. Archangel Michael says, now speak of what will show up in their life next. You are standing inside a spiritual zone where destiny is rearranging itself with speed. Things that were silent are waking up, things that were stuck are unlocking, things that were hidden are rising. The energy around you right now is not normal, because your breakthrough is too close to ignore. Notice what's being revealed, because your path is expanding like a door opening wider with every second. Something you've been waiting for is stepping forward on its own. A person who carries an important message for you is feeling pulled toward you. Archangel Michael says, tell them their blessing has found its direction, it isn't lost, confused or delayed anymore. It knows exactly where to go. Pay attention to how you feel, because that calmness or sudden rush of emotion is your spirit recognizing the shift before your mind does. A confirmation is forming, an answer is aligning, a yes is preparing to reach you in a way that leaves you silent for a moment. And this next truth is critical. Archangel Michael says, your previous cycle has ended with finality, it cannot return, it cannot block you, it cannot pull you backward. Stay grounded here, because you have stepped into a timeline where blessings move faster toward you than setbacks ever could. Something precious is returning, something new is approaching, something life-changing is entering without delay. Archangel Michael says, tell them their rise begins now. This is not gradual, this is decisive, this is momentum taking over. Remain with this moment, because the final energy shift is unfolding right now. This is where the blessing doesn't just approach, it arrives with certainty. Archangel Michael just said, now reveal what their spirit has been sensing all day. And what you've been feeling is not imagination, it's alignment. You are standing inside the strongest part of your destiny shift, where everything finally clicks into place, and begins moving forward in real undeniable ways. This is the point where blessings stop circling and finally land. And nothing about this moment is accidental. Everything begins to make sense now, why the waiting stretched so long, why the struggle felt heavier than it should have, why you were pushed when you were already tired. Something extraordinary has already been activated around you. Archangel Michael is revealing a vision of your path glowing brighter than ever before. Something within you is rising, your energy is expanding, and your destiny is unlocking in real time. Stay focused, because Archangel Michael says, tell them the good news is not only coming, it is already touching their timeline. That means someone is being guided to reach out to you right now, a message is forming, an opportunity is shifting, a yes is gaining speed, and a breakthrough is aligning perfectly with your name. If you feel pressure in your chest, a wave of calm or sudden excitement, that is your soul responding to what has already begun to arrive. Listen carefully to what comes next, because Archangel Michael insists this part is crucial. Your rise will not be slow, it will be sudden, sharp and unstoppable. A situation will flip completely in your favor. A door no one could open will open effortlessly. A blessing you believed was far away will appear sooner than expected. You are stepping into what Michael calls your confirmation era, where everything aligns, everything responds, and everything starts moving toward you without resistance. Remain here, because the next movement reveals the final arrival. Archangel Michael just said, now unveil the moment their blessing crosses into reality. This exact second is where the invisible becomes visible. The energy around your life is heating and rising, like something pushing through the last barrier that stood between you and your breakthrough. That heaviness leaving your chest, that calm settling in, that deep inner knowing is not imagination, it is confirmation. Stay present because this message is unfolding at the same moment your destiny is opening. Archangel Michael says, is showing your name shining with a new glow as if someone important is about to notice you. A message is already moving, a decision is shifting in your favor, a door locked for far too long is preparing to swing open without effort. Michael says, tell them their good news has already stepped into the physical world. What you prayed for is no longer forming, it is traveling toward you step by step. Notice the signs in your body because sudden chills, warmth or clarity are signals your spirit recognizes the arrival of something massive. Every second you remain here strengthens your alignment. And here is the truth, Archangel Michael says. Needs you to hear clearly, your life is entering a sequence of unstoppable momentum. A conversation will go your way, someone who doubted you will change their tone, a blocked path will clear itself, an opportunity you thought was gone will return stronger than before. Stay grounded because Archangel Michael says, tell them their rising phase has begun. This means the universe is no longer testing you, it is rewarding you. Delays end, confusion fades, closed doors stop appearing. You are stepping into a timeline where blessings reach you faster than fear ever could. This next movement reveals the final signal, the point where your breakthrough becomes undeniable and active in your life. Hold your attention here because Archangel Michael says, "Now speak the truth that awakens their destiny." This is where everything aligns in front of your eyes. You are standing in a rare energetic doorway where blessings move faster, clearer and stronger than any obstacle that once held you back. Your spirit recognizes this season, prepared through every tear, every delay, every sacrifice that shaped you for this moment. Pay attention to the vision unfolding because Archangel Michael says, shows your name rising like a spark turning into a flame. A shift is happening in someone's mind about you right now, a message is being prepared, a yes is gaining force, a moment is aligning precisely with your destiny. Michael says, tell them their breakthrough has already been accepted by the universe. What you prayed for is no longer a request, it is a response. It is confirmed. Stay steady because a situation will flip, a door will open and a blessing will land in ways you can't ignore. If you feel emotional or unusually hopeful, it's because your soul knows this is your turning point. And this truth matters deeply. Your next chapter does not depend on anyone's permission. It is divinely assigned. Opportunities will begin searching for you, clarity will find you, the right people will arrive at the perfect time. Remain with this final awareness because your path is being lifted and your destiny rewritten into something higher, smoother and more powerful. Archangel Michael says, your rising cannot be stopped. This is the moment everything connects, the signs, the whispers, the delays into one clear movement forward where your long-awaited good news finally touches your life and begins unfolding in real time. And all the waiting finally comes together right here, which is why leaving now would mean missing the very center of the shift. You are standing inside a destiny breakthrough that has already started unfolding around you. Your spirit knows it, your intuition feels it. That sudden calm, that quiet excitement, that feeling that something is about to happen is not imagination. The universe has already begun moving pieces in your favor. Stay focused because Archangel Michael says, is revealing a powerful scene. Your future is pulling you forward with unstoppable force. A decision is being shaped with your name attached to it, a message is already in motion, someone is thinking about you differently today, seeing you with fresh eyes. Archangel Michael says, tell them their blessing has already found them. That means your breakthrough is not lost, not delayed and not confused. It knows exactly where you are. Pay attention now because something you were hoping for is aligning, something you prayed for quietly is unlocking, something you believed was impossible is preparing to become real. This moment carries the vibration of destiny finally saying yes. And here is what Archangel Michael says. Wants you to understand deeply, your elevation will not be small. It will be visible, it will be fast, it will be undeniable. Remain present because those who counted you out will be shocked, those who doubted you will have nothing to say, those who thought you were stuck will watch you move forward. Archangel Michael says, your blessing is entering with acceleration. That means the delay is ending, the waiting season is closing and the struggle is losing its grip. What is arriving is greater than what you lost. Stay right here because Archangel Michael says, now reveal the moment where their blessing becomes unstoppable. This exact second is where spiritual movement turns physical. The air around you feels different because you are standing inside a breakthrough frequency. Your intuition feels louder, your heart feels alert, your spirit is expecting something without knowing why. That's because your destiny is no longer preparing, it is activating. Hold steady because what comes next is bigger than anything you imagined. Archangel Michael says, is showing a vision of your name glowing like a signal being received in places you've never been. Someone important is about to notice you, a message is already forming, a decision is shifting in your direction. Michael says, tell them the universe has already chosen their moment. That means this blessing is scheduled, protected and aligned. Stay anchored here because something you waited for, something that once felt unreachable, something that seemed too far away is now shifting directly into your timeline. Your breakthrough is not slow, it is accelerating, circling closer, preparing to touch your life. And this is the truth Archangel Michael says. Insists you hear clearly, your story is entering a phase where blessings arrive suddenly and powerfully. Watch closely because a yes will appear without warning, a door will open without effort, a person will step forward at the exact right second. Your path is widening, your future is lifting, your spirit is being prepared for something life-changing. Archangel Michael says, tell them their rise is already in motion. No blockage can stop it, no delay can slow it, no doubt can weaken it. Stay aware now because the universe is rearranging people, timing and opportunities to meet you at the perfect point. What once required struggle will begin to flow, what once resisted you will start responding, what once felt heavy will become lighter. This is not coincidence, this is alignment taking control. Remain with this moment because your previous cycle is closing completely. It cannot pull you back, it cannot repeat itself, it cannot block your progress anymore. You are stepping into a timeline where blessings reach you faster than fear ever could. Something precious is returning, something new is approaching, something important is entering without delay. Keep listening because this is where clarity settles in. The confusion lifts, the pressure releases, the waiting ends. You begin to understand that nothing you went through was wasted. Every delay trained you, every struggle shaped you, every unanswered prayer prepared you to receive something bigger. Stay right here as this unfolds because the next movement reveals the exact point where your blessing becomes visible and undeniable. You don't have to chase it, you don't have to force it, what belongs to you is already moving toward you with certainty. And as this moment lands, understand this clearly, your destiny is no longer circling. It is landing. Step by step, moment by moment, right where you are. From here forward momentum replaces waiting, clarity replaces confusion and alignment replaces struggle. What has been unfolding quietly now begins to show itself openly, powerfully and in ways you cannot miss.